team like Kyrie and KD, or the Lake Show with King James and AD. Wish I could match him up with the bad boys from the 80s, but no black and white, I need that in HD. HenDawgz.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy HenDawg, and we back to it. You know how we do it. Bird gang, bird gang, bird gang. Where you at, man? Shout out to Bird gang. I got a special video for y'all. We got the best Larry Bird story ever told. And I mean, I think I want to be the judge of that. So after this video is over with, I'm gonna tell y'all if I think this is the best Larry Bird story ever told. Before we get into it, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. You right there, you that's watching, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, man. Go ahead and like this video if you like it, and go ahead and write something in the comments. You let me know if you think this is the best Larry Bird story ever told, or tell me what the best Larry Bird story ever told is. So let's get into this video. I really don't want to do too much talking. Let's get straight to it. We got the best Larry Bird story ever told. Let's get it.
As much as analytics have evolved the way we think about basketball, there will always be an element of the game that you will never understand by looking at a bunch of numbers on a spreadsheet.
With the eye
because
test?
You would think that Larry Bird's best game was his 60-point shooting clinic against the Atlanta Hawks.
Larry Bird scored 60. It is the greatest shooting exhibition I've ever seen in
Get them out here.
Or his near quadruple-double versus the Utah Jazz, where he sat out the entire fourth quarter because his team was winning by so much.
I remember one night in Utah, Larry had a triple-double, and he had 9 steals. So you could get a quadruple-double, which never happened.
Quadruple-double?
In NBA history. Came out of the game in the third quarter because they were leading by so much. I ran down to the other end where he was sitting on the bench. I said, hey, get back out there. You could get a quadruple-double. It's only been done like twice in the history. He said, get the hell out of here, Scoop. I don't care about that.
Larry Bird finished up.
Shout out to Larry Bird. He's a legend. I got him on my shirt right here. But I'm getting that quadruple-double. Like, you just need 1 steal in 12 minutes. I'm going for that quadruple-double. But maybe he might be superstitious. He might feel like he might get injured, you know, chasing stats. So I get it, but I need that quadruple-double. I don't know. And I'm not a Boston fan either, y'all. Y'all see this shirt? You know, I rock with Paul Pierce. I rock with a lot of guys on this shirt, but I'm not a Boston fan. I'm just a Larry Bird fan. So just had to throw that out there for the new people that's watching this video.
That game with 30 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, and 9 steals. One steal away from a quadruple-double because padding his stat sheet just for the sake of doing it was beneath him.
He said I did enough damage. That's hilarious.
1986 NBA Finals versus the Houston Rockets, Larry Bird called Game 6 the best game he ever played.
Yeah, everybody's only got the best
49-1.
game, but I would take that 9 in and 9 out, yes.
To reach the NBA Finals, the Houston Rockets defeated the Los Angeles Lakers 4-1, thus ruining the Lakers-Celtics rematch that the world...
Wait, was he fighting with his teammate? What was Hakeem and Ralph Sampson doing? Were they fighting? Was they cheering? Was he trying to hold him back from fighting? Like, I couldn't tell what was going on here.
Yes.
To reach the NBA Finals, the Houston Rockets defeated the Los Angeles Lakers 4-1, thus ruining the Lakers-Celtics rematch that the world wanted to see on this last-second shot.
Hakeem Olajuwon has been ejected, so has Mitch Kupchak.
Mitch Kupchak.
1 second.
That's funny hearing him get ejected.
Sampson. It's over.
That's how the Lakers lost?
A miraculous shot by Ralph Sampson. Off balance has given
Michael
the
Cooper was
Houston
sick.
the Western Conference Championship and a trip to Boston for the NBA World title.
Oh, wow.
Well, we always wanted.
Side story, how good was Ralph Sampson, yo? I hear his name a lot, but I don't really hear his name as far as like one of the best centers ever. So let me know a little bit about how historic and how great Ralph Sampson was.
Play the Lakers, there's no question about it. But Houston was an upcoming team with Olajuwon.
Did he say he wanted to play the Lakers?
No question about it. For the NBA World title.
Is that what he said?
Well, we always wanted to play the Lakers.
Oh, he wanted to play the Lakers.
But Houston was an upcoming team with Olajuwon, and they had a very good team.
And after 4 games of the NBA Finals, the Celtics were leading the series 3-1. But in Game 5, the Rockets went back to their home court and literally fought for their lives.
Oh! Bro, this is crazy. This doesn't happen in today's game. They really out there like it's WWE. Well, no, that WWE is fake. They out here like this is like a real street in the alley fight. Like what? No offense to my WWE fans out there, but it's fake. This ain't fake though.
It all started with Sampson and Jerry Seasting, and they're still going
this is
at it. There's
crazy.
blood.
You can't be doing that. I mean, I thought it was distasteful for both sides. I think that you just got to play the game. It was a game that we wanted to win. We wanted to get the series over with, because anything can happen if you stay out there long enough. You get guys injured. We were
Get your jaw broke out there.
I don't know about sweeping them, but
tearing the ACL. They tackling people.
We got pushed around in Game 5. And then we had practice the next day on Saturday. Everybody was really quiet.
But there was one person who wasn't worried at all, and that was number 33. And I remember him on that Saturday afternoon in practice saying that we need rebounds, we're going to get rebounds. We need this, we're going to get that. We're going to be fine. Larry Bird assured the world, we're going to be fine.
And so we get into the game, and Larry's out doing his pregame warm-up, and we're all in the locker room stretching and working it out. And then Larry comes into the locker room, and he looks at us all, gathered all our attention. He says, guys, I was just out there in the crowd. It was an hour and a half before game time, and the crowd is already in, and they're ready. And right now, they want the blood of the Houston Rockets. But I'm telling you right now that if we don't deliver today, they're going to want our blood. Now, let's get going. Who's coming with me?
I don't think anybody could beat us that day. We were on. We made some mistakes early, but the energy was there, the excitement was there, and we knew if we continued to play hard, we were going to win.
I stumped it up. It was one of the worst.
I love Bill Walton, man.
Larry had to call a timeout because Akeem had stolen the ball from me a bunch of times. And we had a big lead. Larry and Kevin were playing great. And then Akeem just started stealing the ball from me, and I was just bobbling everything.
Rockets have played in the prior games good defense, making the Celtics use a lot of time in the back court.
Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill.
And Larry calls timeout, and he walks over to Casey Jones and says, Casey, you got one choice. You can either take me out or you can take Walton out right now. Casey he did the right thing and took me out.
But aside from Bill Walton's early blunders, the Celtics proceeded to show why they had the greatest home court advantage of all time. Because after Ralph Sampson punched Celtic player Jerry Seasting in Game 5, the Celtics crowd, as you can imagine, didn't like Ralph Sampson at all.
Come on.
And they made sure that he knew it.
Come on, yo.
Tough to play on the road, and the Celtics have won 40 straight here. Sampson turn around over McHale. McHale's played good defense early on.
Hey! He got the gloves. I told you it was a boxing match.
An elderly woman who was maybe 5 feet tall and maybe weighed 80 pounds, and she had a front row courtside seat, and she brought a sign that was bigger than she was, and she said, hey, Ralph, and she's referring to the big fight with Jerry Seasting, who was a little tiny guy himself, and she goes, hey, Ralph, I'm 5 feet tall and 92 years old. You want to fight me too? And this lady just stood in the front, on the edge of the court. She never sat down. She just yelled and screamed at Ralph the whole time.
Boston only lost 1 game at home that entire season, in part because of that Celtics home crowd, but mainly because Larry Bird was the best player on the planet. And in Game 6, he showed exactly why.
What did we get on that Sunday afternoon? We got what Larry Bird maintains to this day was the game in which he was, and I quote, most prepared ever to play. All I know is this: prepared, whatever degree he says he was, it was one of the greatest individual performances. I think it may have been his greatest game.
The Gray on Bird. Step back shot.
So this is the game, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the game that Larry Bird says he thinks is his best game ever? Like not the 60-point game, not the almost quadruple-double, but this game right here is what Larry Bird said he thinks, in his opinion, is his best game ever? Let's see it.
Jackson gave up the good low post position.
Just got a bucket. Just got a rebound.
Here's Bird.
And one! So tough, man. So physical.
It was spectacular because in a game of a lot of winners of the genetic lottery. I mean, you had Akeem, you had Ralph, who were just brilliant. You had Kevin McHale, you had the Chief. And here was Larry. Larry got every rebound. Larry made every steal.
Oh, I know this question isn't about them.
The genetic lottery. I mean,
But
you had Akeem.
I know this video isn't about them. Well, it kind of is about them because they've only been talking about them and Larry Bird. But who are you picking? Those two right there? Hakeem Olajuwon and Ralph Sampson? Or David Robinson and Tim Duncan? Because when I see that right there, I think of the Twin Towers. But growing up, my Twin Towers that the Lakers had to go against was David Robinson and Tim Duncan. So let me know, what duo would you rather take as bigs? Ralph Sampson and Hakeem, or Tim Duncan and David Robinson? Let me know in the comments.
You had Ralph, who were just brilliant. You had Kevin McHale, you had the Chief. And here was Larry.
Or them. Throw them two in there too.
Steal. He made every pass. He just literally did everything and made the rest of the world seem inconsequential.
Shooter in the city.
Hey!
Sampson tried to overplay and got burned.
Bill Walton said, number 33 had gone out and painted the perfect Larry Bird masterpiece. And it wasn't even about the numbers. It was about his effort on both ends of the floor. A seemingly lost art for superstars of today. He was all over the court, double-teaming and getting back to his assignment, in the passing lanes, forcing turnovers left and right, and diving for every loose ball. But the moment that best describes his effort that night was when he dove on the floor and forced a jump ball against 7-foot Hall of Fame center Hakeem Olajuwon. And without...
Okay, I was trying to figure out how this could be his best game ever. And I started thinking like maybe he just had a great defensive game. But he had 9 steals in that almost quadruple double game. So he had him playing great defense there. So what about this game made it so much better than the quadruple double game?
Without batting an eye, Larry Bird, who wouldn't impress anybody with his jumping ability, did this.
He went in jump ball. See, that's not in the stat book. Stuff like that is how this could be his best game ever.
Now, he can't do that, but he did it, okay? He was omnipresent defensively. He anticipated where they wanted the ball. He was like a one-man zone, quite frankly. He was going crazy, but he was everywhere.
You see something? Good pass. Hey, Danny Ainge was pretty athletic.
Summed it up perfectly when he was told to list Larry Bird's weaknesses. MJ said, Larry Bird can't jump, and he's not that quick. But he makes up for it by using his head, analyzing the opponent.
Before he finished, in my opinion, Larry Bird was quick. He wasn't fast, but he was quick, if that makes sense. Like any of his triple threats, to drive past his defender, he was really quick. So I don't really agree with this. I know what he's saying, like, yeah, if you run a 40-yard dash, he's probably gonna be one of the last people because he's just not the fastest person, but I don't want to sit here and just skate past that because I feel like Larry Bird was pretty quick.
It makes him better than the competition. Consequently, he doesn't have a weakness.
What does consequently mean, y'all? What does that mean?
Being in the arena for that game and the way he played and how he was just everywhere on the court, like a free safety, just a freaking maniac for 3.5 quarters. And you look at the numbers, and it's like 29, 10, and 12, something like that. But it wasn't like he didn't shoot lights out. His PER wasn't the best of any Bird performance, but like I've never seen anybody have an imprint on that game, scoring less than 30 points.
Fairly well, Dick, but Peterson may have nightmares going.
Good pump fake. Good pass. Great passer. People say he's just as good as a passer as Magic Johnson. I don't agree, but I see why people say it. Way better shooter. That's not even a debate. Give it back. Give it back. Filet.
Oh my gosh. And then the second half started, and it was just phenomenal because he just kept going. He would post up about 18, 20 feet away, and he'd get the ball, and they would then pour Rodney McRae or whoever they would have on it, Robert Reed. I mean, I'm sure they tried Ralph and Akeem on him. It didn't matter. He could have put all 5 guys on
it. Doesn't matter. Who said that?
McRae didn't go for the fake. Pass back.
I'm in my WWE bag on this video.
The numbers won't show it. It was a very nice routine triple-double, 29, 11, 12, something like that. And he just totally dominated the game in every way. And, of course, the artistic highlight, was when he, on the right box, zigzag dribbles out to the corner to turn around and hit a 3 and go, and when they were pouring it on in the second half.
Oh, my God.
Dennis Johnson. There's Anthony Ball. 2 seconds on the
No, that's tough. That's tough, Larry. You gotta just tip your hat off to him on that. Like, you got it, bro.
Not even looking, he would just throw it back up there.
You got it,
run
bro.
Down the court with his arms in the air and his finger pointed up and said, "We're number 1." And the Celtic crowd was just saying, "Here we go, Celtics. Here we go." It was absolutely fantastic. Larry Bird, the greatest player I've ever played with, by far.
The Celtics dominated that game,
High
and
praise,
Larry Bird was rightfully crowned Finals MVP. Larry Bird said, "That was the only game I thought I was totally prepared for. As far as the focus was concerned, none better. Never. I should have quit right there."
I should have quit
I never
right
saw a
there.
man play a better game of basketball, ever. That's the greatest individual performance. The defensive dominance that Larry did on that afternoon in June of '86. I would love just that tape to be shown to every high school and college coach, every pro coach now, just everybody, just say, "Tyler, you can't play basketball better than this. You can't."
And after that series, Hakeem Olajuwon called Larry Bird the best all-around player that I've ever seen.
Wow.
This
High
Celtics
praise,
championship put the finishing touches on a perfect year, where Larry Bird also won the regular season MVP, finished with a home record of 50-1, and was awarded the Associated Press's Athlete of the Year across all sports. The 1986 Boston Celtics were the best team ever, with the best player ever, having his best game ever.
That's
It
tough.
really gets no better than that.
That's tough.
All year and win
Travel.
50 and lose only 1 on the parquet floor.
Great, good dunk, bro. Great dunk. I know Larry Bird was trying to get out of there.
Game, but I would take that 9 in and 9 out, yes.
That's tough. That's tough right there. But great video. I appreciate y'all for watching that with me. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already. Go ahead and like this video if you like this video. Go ahead and write something in the comments. Let me know if y'all feel like that was the best Larry Bird story ever told. And honestly, it was up there. It was up there. Like, the fact that they was talking about that one of the best players on the best team, his best game, it gotta be one of the best stories. It has to be. But let me know what y'all think. But I appreciate y'all like always. We out.